Hi, motherfuckers, we
Back
back.
at it again.
This is the 2 Cents You Call It podcast.
One time for the one time.
I am your host, X, and I'm here with my brother from another mother. Duh. What's happening?
What's happening, my brother?
Hey, man, you know what it is.
We are back again on a Friday night.
Night.
Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Whenever you're going to hear us. It's been a while. So we are back for episode number 97.
97.
First things first. Well, no. If you're looking at this, you can catch us on YouTube at the 2 Cent You Call It podcast. Please like, share, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell so we can see every single time you post. Also, for your listening pleasure, we are on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and Amazon Music. Busting out your eardrum every single time. I'm not going to say week because it's been a while. Yeah. But we are back and back to the beginning. First things first, my brother. What's in your glass?
I'm just doing some cognac tonight.
Okay.
Neat. Gonna keep it real simple.
Okay.
Sip slow. Control myself. What you got over there, my
yeah,
brother?
No, it's I'm turned up. I in my glass I have no clue because it is a whiskey mixed with whiskey sour mixed with a couple of other things, and I've also been to happy hour. So this is gonna go how it's gonna go. And we'll figure it out on the back end. We have been gone for a minute.
Yeah.
There are a few reasons that we have been gone. Let's update the people. What's been going on since we have been gone?
Life been lifing.
Life been lifing.
All over the place.
Where have you been?
Been in crib, man. Crib, South Dallas, North Dallas, Frisco, the Colony, summer everywhere.
Surrounding areas.
Yeah. Man, so I obviously I don't know. Well, I think last year I let everybody know that matter of fact, I think it was the last show that we actually recorded.
Yeah, because we actually did. We recorded earlier this year. I think it was like right after the New Year.
Yeah.
So it's been that long.
Shotty was with me. And but I was in a rental because my car had just got broken into. Mm-hmm. So they ended up talking it out. So I was driving around in a rental for a while. Finally got new vehicle.
Mm-hmm. Shout out to the new vehicle.
Shout out to it. Shout out to it. I ain't want to pay another car note.
Hey.
But hey, I'm blessed. So
definitely so, and I think that we've been talking about it for a little while now because the vehicle that you had before. I mean, at the end of the day, we're grateful for everything that we're allowed to own and drive and everything. But the vehicle that you had before wasn't necessarily something that you wanted, and I think
I wanted it.
I mean.
I was gonna keep that bitch to the wheels fell off. I was gonna get something else, but at this point in time, I was like, hey.
Well, I think that it went ahead and pushed you to something that you actually like. I think it pushed you into a vehicle that you actually have been searching for.
Yeah, bank account ain't searching for this shit.
Hey, sometimes we gotta be uncomfortable to get into spaces that we need to be in, or spaces it pushes us out our
I
comfort zone.
can get comfortable with something else. That bitch can go back. Especially with all the bullshit that's going on.
Nah, dead ass.
But yeah, did that. But also, I ended up getting a promotion at work.
Congrats,
Thank you, man. I
congrats,
appreciate
brother.
that.
Proud of you.
So that's been taking up some time. Then been doing work with our organization that we with. Well, both of the organizations that we with. The organization and the foundation, I should say. And getting those guys back at my graduating campus, back active and trying to get them up and going and stuff.
Yeah.
So,
All of this has been why you have not seen us. Life been lifing, man. We have been very busy over the past few months. I think the last time that we may have recorded a show was like right after the new year.
yeah.
And I will say in that whole time, like we have not been stagnant. Like it has not been something that I mean, we've been wanting to get episodes out to you guys, I'm not gonna lie. But every time we want to do an episode, I feel like it's something that comes up that says, okay, we have to focus this time. And we record on Friday nights, right?
Yeah.
So every time that we've wanted to record an episode, it's been just packed with other things that we have to do.
Or just want to do.
That well, both, right?
Yeah.
Both. So, you know, I feel like it feels good to get back into the seats. We haven't done this for a while. So I was even when we were setting up today, I was like, damn, do we
Still got it.
yeah, like can we still do this?
Oh, damn, it's only been 6 minutes.
6 minutes, Dougie Fresh, you're on. But no, I think it's just like getting back in the seat. You know what I'm saying? I think as soon as we hit record, I think it was just like, all right, we kind of back here.
Yeah. We'll figure it out.
Yeah, for sure. But
Shake the rust off.
yeah, y'all
yeah.
yeah, definitely haven't seen us in a minute. Because I mean, we just life been lifing. Good, bad, ugly. Now, you did say something that we're gonna revisit real quick because you said last time we were here, somebody was with you. And I think the people want to know what's the relationship status.
I'm getting married. Nah, guys. Nah.
It's crazy.
So I am single once more.
Cause I'm single.
It was a good break, I guess you could say.
Break.
Well, clean break. I guess you could say it like
Okay,
that.
okay.
Well, I mean, initially
Amicable.
it started off as a break. And then let me ask you this:
Okay.
when you say break, what does that mean?
In a relationship, when I say break, what is that? I think that means that a couple of different things. So I think that it means that because I have been single for a while, I think that it means that I need time to reflect on what's happening in the moment. And then I think that I need time to assess those feelings and what's going on, and then be able to move forward in those feelings. Like, I don't think it means that it's necessarily a break up. I just think that it means that I need a specific or not specific amount of time to assess what's going on in the situation, and then we can come back in the time that we specify together to analyze and account for the situation.
Okay, that sounds about.
What do you feel?
That's what I think. It's just a set time with a set of rules or standards of what's acceptable, what's not, and it's not necessarily just to go out and have fun and be free without
Consequence.
any consequences. It's just more time for you to focus on yourself, understand, okay, what is it that I'm feeling? What is it that I want to say? How do I
Articulate.
articulate it as I can articulate now? What it is that I'm wanting? Is this going where I think it should be going? What are life's goals and everything like that, and kind of figure out some things. So,
Do you think that? Okay, so let me ask you a few questions. Did y'all? First of all, obviously y'all decided to take a break, and
where I decided to take a break.
okay. I mean that's
from what I can recollect from the deal.
okay. Now, when you decided that there was a break needed, did y'all both have different different descriptions or definitions of break?
Yes. So, in her mind, it was more like break up
Okay.
and stuff.
Okay. Well, also before we get to the fact that did y'all have different definitions of it, did you adequately articulate what you were wanting out of said break?
So, I don't think I got the chance to in the moment,
Okay.
which is probably why she heard what she heard.
Okay.
Of hearing break, and just thinking it just mean like break up, because she was like, "Do you want your stuff back? What about these gifts and stuff?" I'm like, "No, I don't."
That's not what I said.
It's stuff is like, "No, you can keep all that stuff. You can keep it regardless." of
You
what
want
it
him to
is."
stay in the big house? That's not what I said.
So, and it really was because I just don't like a lot of arguing and stuff like that, and when you get to the point where you feel like, okay, we're probably gonna say something that we don't want to say, let's like cool it, let's
Okay.
relax.
Okay.
So the main issue is just me not being very talkative. So people that know me know that I do not talk a lot.
That's facts.
The most that you'll hear me talk is probably on this show, and I have to sit down and write this out for me to sit down and have the conversation. So unless I'm like super drunk and I just want to go all in on the topic,
Yeah, like spilling
yeah,
your feelings and everything.
yeah, I'm not gonna talk a lot. You know what I'm saying? I say what I gotta say, and then I shut up, and that's why Dub is so important to the show. Because he'll keep it going, or else I'll just be sitting here and be like, all right, and then just randomly blurt some shit out. That's what I am. But just trying to understand that and get her to understand that and stuff is just two different personalities and stuff. But the yin and the yang, and supposed to complement each other and stuff. But it was getting kind of frustrating for her. Because she just wanted to talk. I mean, there's nothing wrong with that, but at the same time, it's like me. I'm like, I don't want to talk all the time. Like,
Well, especially if I don't feel like I have anything necessarily that's going wrong.
yeah,
If it's per se, like if it's an instance to where, and I think that's where differing in communication comes in, because and you also have to know the person that you're dealing with, and that's not only in, I think, intimate relationships. I think that's in all relationships, right? Because you have to understand the person that you're dealing with, and vice versa. They have to understand you, right? And there's going to be a give and take in every single situation, because you have to understand how a person gives and receives love as well, right? And so I think that was something that's important, because when you get in a situation, like sometimes you're not going to necessarily understand, but at the same time it has to be give and take.
yeah,
Right? And so do you feel like in that situation there was more so I'm hearing you, but I'm not understanding what's going on.
I won't necessarily say that because it's definitely we both understood. Well, the thing is, we jumped into the relationship very fast. I even had
That's your MO.
questions. That was my question to you. Like we had a sidebar, and I'm like, "Am I tripping? Did it go too fast?" He was like, "Nah, brother, you good," because the connection was just there.
Yeah. Well, at the same time, when you're dating with intent, like you kind of know,
Yeah,
right? And like I know what your intentions are when you're seeking a relationship, right? So you get to the point to where it's not like, okay, we're trying to figure out, yes, but at the same time, I know exactly what I'm looking for out of life, and I'm trying to see if you fit that mold of what I'm looking for out of life, right?
yeah,
So I think I when it comes to that, I don't think it's necessarily am I moving too fast? I think it's necessarily is this the right person for me to move forward with?
So, and it was we definitely needed more time being friends. So I don't know. I mean, it can be kind of scary when you get into a relationship and everything like that, and you're getting to know, but you're always constantly getting to know somebody. Wasn't in a rush to get married or anything like that. And we can work on building the friendship and all that stuff while in a relationship. But some people don't feel like you can do that because now you just point past that point. But I feel like you're always going to have to get to know somebody.
Constantly.
Yeah. And even with that, damn, my mind is going blank. I'm getting old, y'all. Just looking at the goals and seeing how everything kind of lines up and stuff. So having a different outlook of what happiness looks like or what success looks like. What's a need for somebody versus a want for somebody else, and just being aligned in those things.
So do you think that once you t- inevitably took the break, do you think that you realized that wants and needs were in two different places, or like y'all did not see eye to eye on wants and needs? Because I feel like a lot of people don't realize that we're really opposites, and a lot of people don't understand that. You're more so of a minimalist when it
Yeah.
comes to like how you live day to day life. And do you think that y'all got to a space that became an issue of like, okay, wants and needs out of life, right? When somebody's a minimalist versus getting with somebody that is not per se a minimalist, and wants, maybe I'm not even going to say the finer things of life, but wants their life to look a specific way. Do you think that that's where y'all got into a disagreement?
I can say yeah. That's a portion of it. So, what's cool for one person may be the bare minimum for somebody else, and I'm never gonna say the bare minimum. It's just of a very lofty mindset. Things that are attainable, but they're not as attainable. It's just being me. Not even gonna say I'm a pessimist, but just thinking in a more logical sense. Like you can do these things, but are you prepared to do the things that takes to get there? So, if you want to live in this part of town, okay, that's fine. But what does it take to pay the mortgage in this part of town? Or You want to have this certain lifestyle. Okay, what does it take for everybody to be comfortable? Okay, do you want to keep working or do you want to stay at home? Okay, now does that involve me getting another job? Does it mean I get a second job? Okay, if I do that and I'm working all these hours,
Then what does that mean for the family?
yeah. So
Yeah.
am I there? Am I not there? Are you upset at me now because I'm never there and I missed uh Jaquan's basketball game?
Jaquan is crazy.
I don't know. I'm just throwing names out there. But I had to do this. Like, I had to go over here. I had to fly over here to go do this and do this stuff like that. And when you're a kid, you think about stuff like that. Like, you're like, damn, did my parents come to my games
No, for real.
and stuff like that? It would have really meant something if they were there.
Okay.
When this happened, they try to do all they can, but sometimes they can't. But now it's like, okay, I'm doing all this so that y'all can live good. And another thing I mentioned was I don't want to die so everybody else can live.
Okay, so that was my next question, right? Do you think that as a man, it's more so of okay, and I'm gonna get into a whole different topic, but it's along the same lines.
Okay.
Do you think that as a man, like my responsibility is to sacrifice myself for everybody else? Because I feel like that's what we've been taught.
Yes, but to an extent. Like they say, you can't pour into others if you're
From
not
an
pouring
empty
into
glass.
yourself and stuff. So if I have nothing left for myself, I'm not gonna be any good to anybody else. So I don't want to be the grumpy man because I'm like, okay, I got to make sure everything's good. And I think it's just in our DNA to want to be that pleaser, that provider. So, and I was talking to a couple of my female friends about this. When the lady in your life says she wants something, your brain automatically as a man goes to, okay,
How do I obtain?
how I obtain this. It's not really I'm not even gonna say stressing over it, but it's just okay, or thinking that I can't do it, but okay. But
You almost feel like it's your duty.
yeah, like I want to do this, but what does it look like to actually do this? And that could be one of the most stressful things. It's just okay, and it could be something that's 20 years down the line, and it doesn't mean that you feel like she wants it tomorrow, but it's like okay, what does the roadmap look like in order to get to this? And that's something stressful in itself, because you're not doing it just for yourself. You're doing it for somebody else.
Yeah, yeah. And I think that a lot of times, that gets overlooked, right? Because as a man, you're thinking in your head like, how do I alter my day to day to appease or fit the narrative that this person that I'm invested in wants to live, right? And going to that same sentiment, it's like, okay, I'm not even worried about what I got going on. I'm worried about what you desire out of life, and I'm trying to provide that for you, but at the same time neglecting
What I need, I want, and everything like that. But it's, I mean, really, and it's kind of sad, but I mean, it's just the way it is that being a man is a lot of sacrifice. That's all. And I don't even want to say this. Probably the same thing with being a woman too. Everybody has to make sacrifices.
facts.
It's just how much you're willing to sacrifice, and the reciprocation and the appreciation from the person that you're doing it for. That means a lot. Because you're just doing stuff and it's just do it. You know, you just doing it just to do it.
Now
It's
I'm
like
gonna
you're
ask.
like a
I'm gonna ask.
workhorse now.
I'm gonna ask a question, and I want you to answer the question honestly,
Okay.
but at the same time, I know it's gonna be some pushback on the answer to the question.
Okay.
Do you feel like as a man, the things that you let me see how to phrase the question. Do you feel like sometimes you have to overlook, or sometimes the way you feel in the situation gets overlooked?
Oh yeah, all the time. And I don't even want to make it gender specific. I'm pretty sure that it happens to everybody, but definitely as a man, you got to check yourself because a lot of stuff is just choosing your battle. It's checking your ego. It's being wrong when you know
That you're right.
that you're right. It's just shutting up. It's just as simple as you're right.
It's the happy wife, like, right?
Yeah,
Like, yeah.
and it shouldn't be that way, but I mean, it causes so much peace when you just, it's especially if it's over something that's so dumb. Like in one of my past relationships,
But we feel like it's dumb, right?
everybody should feel like it's dumb.
But that's not the case. It's really not the case. Like we feel like it's minute, but at the same time, you know, to others, it may feel like it's the. Okay, so just like we going back, right? Just like we're saying that your version of a break might be something different from you versus the lady that you're dealing with. Her version of a break seems like, okay, this is way more than what I intended it to be.
Yeah,
What you intended it to be as the man in a relationship.
yeah. I mean, I can see that. I mean, I say this. I think it just really comes down to logic and emotion. Because men are more logical. I'm not saying that women aren't logical, but it's just like science. Like women, they know how to deal with emotions. They know how to feel, express that better than men do, and they prefer that. As much as they say they want a guy that knows how to say how he feels and everything, but if a guy starts doing too much of that, it's like oh, you acting like a bitch and stuff, sensitive, sassy, and all this stuff. So not hearing what is trying to be conveyed, or even saying it in a way that's not easily understandable for somebody, and where they're centered in, can cause an issue. So me saying break and her thinking break means it's over. I don't want anything to do with you.
Which wasn't necessarily the
Nah,
case.
nah. So even when I got back to the house, I sent her a text message and explained like all this stuff, and then even says like, okay, let's just chill out. We don't need to talk for like a week, and then let's come back and see how we feeling and stuff like that. And then I called her a week after and stuff, and she was kind of standoffish and stuff. So I was like, okay, maybe she still just wants to continue to break. So I'm cool, but she wanted to sit down and we had a talk, and then this was when it came out. It's like I haven't been doing nothing because she was just asking like what you got going on and everything. Because I was asking her what does your break look like, because she said she wanted to continue break, and so I was like, what does your break look like? And I think she was getting the idea that I was just trying to go out and mess around and everything. Like I wasn't doing anything, but I was just saying I don't want to be outside making you look stupid because
Facts.
you're still in a relationship, and I'm thinking we're not in a relationship, or I think that we're in a relationship, and
Yeah.
you think that we're not. So we finally got to the understanding, like, no, I wasn't breaking up with you. I just said I wanted to break and kind of reevaluate what was going on. We had some more discussions and stuff, and just thinking about alignment. Talk a lot about church, and talked about the ideal life, and the haves and the have-nots, and just turning. I'll say this. I don't even want to say satisfaction. It's like satisfaction / appreciation, versus wanting more. Of just having a like the thought, the mindset of, if you don't give me anything else, I'm thankful for what I've got that God blessed me with. Versus thinking, okay, what is
There's never enough.
yeah, like when does that get to the point? That's why, like, I was always having. Matter of fact, we was having this conversation when we were volunteering at the church, and was that were we at the church at the time? I think so. Asking when does asking for like an enlargement from God turn into greed, and not being satisfied.
Yeah,
with-
because at the same time, like, when am I never satisfied,
yeah,
or am I grateful in the same breath? Like, am I grateful for where I've got to? Because I feel like there's a fine line, right? Because at the same time, do I always aspire to do more? Yes.
yeah,
But knowing, and I had this conversation earlier today, knowing where I've come from and knowing maybe where I quote unquote should be, I'm grateful. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
'cause
I'm grateful to be in the space and the predicament that I'm in. And I feel like you appreciate that more when you come from a space of not having,
yeah,
right? Like the haves and the have-nots, right? When you come from a space of being in the number of the have-nots and you grow to a place of the haves, you tend to appreciate it a little more
Yeah.
than being in the space of the haves and continuing that space and saying, "Oh well, I deserve this."
yeah.
You know?
Yeah, I mean, we all want it should be in everybody. You want that natural progression in life and stuff. Like, you always want more, but wanting more within reason and understanding. Okay, why do I want more? Versus just, I want more because somebody else, or I seen somebody else do this, and this is what I imagine, and thinking that
Yeah.
if I ask for it, God's gonna give it to me, and it's gonna be a blessing. And
Which-
go ahead.
No, go ahead.
Which I don't. Even with that, I had a conversation. It was like, okay, even if we continue the relationship and everything like that, and we're making all this effort to do all this stuff, and we've asked God for all this, and we don't get it. I don't want you ever to get to a point where you're upset with God because He didn't give you what your ideal life was, or this certain
Your plan.
and stuff like that. And I had to deal with that just a couple of weeks ago when I was like, I was upset with God and stuff, which I think it's normal. Well, I read that it's normal
It is normal.
because you just, like, okay, I've done this. Like, God, I'm out here, black man with a good job and a career. I have no kids. I'm a Christian.
Why am I not finding?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's the issue? But if it's for me, it's for me. If it's not, it's not. And I just have to go back and be grateful and go back and take care of the things that I do have. Because a lot of times you get blessed with things and you just stop actually appreciating them, and start looking for something else. So even like, okay, I'm been blessed to live on my own. Okay, why do I show my appreciation by cleaning up my apartment more, or been blessed with a new vehicle? Okay, well, go wash your vehicle and stuff, and show that you're grateful for that versus thinking about the stuff that you don't have right now.
And in that moment, I really want to pause and give you your flowers in that situation, all the way around, right? Because we've been locked in for a long time. We've been friends for a long time, and with that being said, I will say that I've watched you grow to a point that you appreciate the process and yourself enough to where even in the times of uncertainty in another relationship, you can step back and say, while I wanted this to work, I also understand that this is not for me, right? And I think that I've watched you in the past adapt to certain situations just because of what you felt like or where you felt like you should be at the moment in time. And I feel like in this situation, I watched you say that while I do want to be in this particular situation, I also understand that this certain situation is not necessarily for me at the moment. And I'm not going to pursue this in detriment of me. And I think that's growth. Like I think that is something that I think that is a place that you've gotten to where you say, okay, while I know that I'm in a season that I want the Lord to enlarge my territory in the space of where I want to be, as far as I want a family, I want to have kids, I'm ready for this. I think that you were also in a space to where I choose and love me above all, right? Like
Okay.
I choose myself to understand that even if I was presented with this particular situation, it is not the situation that I should be in to proceed to all of these things. And I feel like you, in the past, you would have not seen that particular thing.
Gotcha.
And you would have continued to pursue that, disregarding everything that may come along with that, especially with like losing, okay, this individual person, or not taking into account of what I want out of the situation, just saying that I want this situation, so I'm going to adapt to it.
Yeah.
And
I appreciate that, bro.
yeah, I can say that I've definitely seen the growth in that. Because we've talked about it on the show, you know, in situations to where you've been in certain relationships or situations to where, you know, you kind of adjust or pour into more than the situation suits you, just because you know that this particular or you feel like you have a timeline that you need to get certain things done in. And I feel like I've seen that growth to where you'd be like, even though it's not necessarily my timeline, it's the necessary timeline, and I have to appreciate what's going on in the here and now. And if it's for me, it's for me. If it's not, I gotta move on.
Yeah. Such is life. Let me go home and stare at the ceiling.
Nah, but
Grab
seriously,
my pipe and
seriously, like I have seen that growth in you, and I do commend you for that. Because I know where you're trying to go in life, and I know that getting to a certain point in a relationship and then having to walk it back and say, "Oh, this may not be the particular time or person for me," is a big deal. You know what I'm saying? And so in that situation, I'm like, I'm genuinely proud of you for saying maybe this ain't it, and reflecting on not only the relationship but yourself and saying, okay, what do I want out of life, out of the relationship, out of this situation, and being true to that versus trying to make a square peg fit in a circle. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but I still love you.
Oh yeah, no, it's no love lost.
It's all good.
Everything is a learning situation, and I think that's what we have to understand. Like, just because I have a love for you for a season doesn't mean that that's forever. Number one, and doesn't mean that once that season is over, then I have to have some kind of animosity towards you. I don't have to have that.
Yeah. I know y'all sick of hearing about my ass. What's going on in your life, man?
Man, life is lifing. I think that so my work schedule changed. I was working nights. I now work days, which is not an unwelcome change, but it's at the same time, there are pros and cons to everything, right? I was working nights, but I also had a third day off. And now I get to the point to where I have weekends off, but I'm missing my third day.
Okay.
So it's a give and take, you know what I'm saying? I'm never ungrateful for the opportunities that have been presented to me, and the space that I am in life. I'm very grateful to love what I do. At the same time, there are times that when you have been in leadership before, and you see the position that you're in and the leadership not working for the position that you're in, you see the lack of leadership. It's times to where you see it and you're like, man, because I'm not a person that brings you problems without a solution, right? And so if I bring solutions, I automatically think, okay, if there is a problem, you also as a leader have a solution. And so it's hard to sometimes look at leadership and say, you really have no solution for this problem, you know? But there are also, you have to also understand that sometimes when you get into the workforce, these people have only been leaders in their workforce. Like, they've not been leaders in other situations or other facets of life. And so sometimes you have to look at that and be like, you really don't know how to handle the situation. And you also, as a leader, don't know how, because what people don't understand, that the biggest role in leadership, or the biggest strength in leadership, is saying that I don't know everything. Right?
It takes a lot.
It does. And we've both been in those situations. Like, I can attest that we've both been in situations where we say, man, I am the leader in this particular situation, but I have no clue.
What the fuck I'm doing.
I have no clue how to lead. But as a leader, it is really big in saying that I really don't know this particular subject. I'm not the subject matter expert in this particular area, but I do have subject matter experts on my team. And so as a leader, I'm going to empower you to step forward and say, "Oh, I know how to," you know.
Yeah.
So I say all of that to say that sometimes it gets rough when you are a natural born leader or you have been in leadership roles that have molded you into being a leader, and you're looking at leaders that don't know how to lead.
So you gonna go lead?
Eventually,
You gonna lead them to
ev-
learning
ev-
how to lead?
everything is a process. Everything is a process. Whether it's a relationship, whether it's leadership, whether it's everything is a process. Especially in learning how to lead, and I think especially from a man's point of view, these are things that are learned, right? Not just a man's, in everybody's point of view. This to be a leader, you have to learn how to be a leader. And you have to accept the times to where you have to follow to lead. And I think that a lot of times people get in leadership positions and they get so far removed from the people that they're leading to where they say, "Oh man, I got this. I don't need to ask you." While you're at the floor level doing the job, of course I need to ask you because you know exactly.
What's actually going on?
Exactly. So I think that's where I am. Again, I don't I'm not discouraged in that moment, or I don't feel like that there is a time for this, because there is a time in where you are a natural born leader, or you have learned to be a leader, and you have to follow bad leadership to understand and determine who you want to be as a leader, right? So I think I'm in that season of life, and I'm okay with that. At the same time, there is an adjustment when you've been in a leadership role and now you are in a role that you have to allow certain things to go on, and you just have to visualize. You have to be a willing participant and say, "Oh man, when I get in that position, I'm not going to do the same thing." So that's where I'm in. That's where I am in life. It's not a bad place to be. Like I said, I'm still grateful for everything that has been afforded to me. I just understand where I am.
Oh, have you prayed about it?
Of course,
Who'd you pray to? Dr. Jesus?
Doctor
Dr.
Donald J.
Jesus?
Trump. All right, so since you're bringing it on in, let's get into our current events. So, your Lord and Savior DJT has decided to post himself as the Messiah,
No, a doctor.
a doctor,
It was a doctor.
a doctor. I've never seen Doctor. Speaking of which,
Doctor Strange.
speaking of which, did you see the Grey's Anatomy?
Yes, I do. I got that. Got it in my phone.
That was hilarious. Yeah, because that definitely wasn't a doctor. Now, okay, let's talk as Christians, right? As believers in Christ. What did you think when you immediately saw the photo?
Who is this white man?
And who is he healing?
Yeah. When I saw it, I mean, obviously, I don't believe that Jesus looked like
Absolutely
what a
not.
lot of people try to present him as.
Absolutely not.
But I understood what he was going
The
for.
message.
Yeah. And I first thing I said was like, oh well, it's just blasphemy.
Blasphemy.
But I was like, it's a lot of people that see him that way.
Well, also, it made me think of if you are said Christian, right? Quote unquote. I have to use quotation marks because a lot of y'all don't practice what you preach. If you are a quote unquote Christian and you saw that, how do you continue to support? Right? Because if we don't know shit else, we know that blasphemy and idolatry is
Well, I mean, it's been done like forever with him, and so I mean, at that point, like if you're not out, then it's no hope. You feel the way that you feel.
yeah.
It's like you feel like he can get away with anything. He even put his name and the Constitution in the Bible and sold it. Then came out and went up there. People asked him what his favorite Bible verse was. And
Couldn't even name one.
Name nothing. And
Two
Corinthians.
Peter,
right there.
What's his face? I don't even want to say his name, but then got up and quoted fucking Pulp Fiction.
Oh, you talking about? Oh yeah. The
Yeah.
Secretary of Defense.
War. That's what they call it.
His mama called us defense.
I'm gonna call it.
Nah, but yeah. So I mean, I never actually
These people
read
are
that
crazy.
verse and stuff, but I heard that, and then I went to go.
He never read the verse.
He just heard Sam Jackson. He said, "This is gonna be mine,
I'm copying this.
man." So it's
In
I don't get it, man.
I'm so sick of these people. When let me tell you the fact that the Vice got up in a what was it? He was speaking at something and a TPUSA event, and they set him up. Number one, first of all, he is the dumbest motherfucker that I've ever seen in my life, because the fact that you continually get set up to look like a jackass, and every single time you pander to the people that set up to make you look like a jackass. What are we doing?
It's
Because you look like a
bus
jackass
every
on
time.
at every single turn.
Man. Every time he's because he was a never Trumper at first,
Was
and then all of a
And,
sudden he just
and a lot of the supporters don't, like, they fail to acknowledge that. Like a lot of them, him, Rubio,
yeah.
not to mention the people that were always on his side have now flipped. Like I won't even say her name on this podcast, but she is
Bad built.
she is of the darker hue, and
Okay, that one.
and
Okay.
has now flipped because she thinks that such and such unalived her husband, which I agree with. But at the same time, bitch, you've been on the wrong side of history forever, and now you're here. I mean, what are we even talking about? Like, okay, question to you.
Say CO.
Qu-
Jelly over there trying to figure out who it is.
question to you. Do you feel like once you have picked a side, like, stay on that fucking side? Because you
I think it
did
depends on who it is.
Okay. I agree. But here's my thing. You did so much detriment
Yeah.
in your standpoint, right? To where now it's like Bitch, shut the fuck up.
Like you can't come back to the cookout, but you can be like
Outside.
on the outskirts of it. Like
You can't get a ticket, but you can be in line.
you can lean on the fence and stuff, and we might throw like some chicken. If you fall on grass, God made dirt, dirt don't hurt. 5-second rule. Type shit.
Yeah, no. I mean, because you picked that side. She can't never come from that side, but let me tell you who really can't never come from that side. Who I can't stand with a fucking passion.
Who is this?
SAS.
Oh, well, yeah.
I can't fucking stand that man.
He all over the place. Him and JW. I think they going for the title at the top.
I just feel like once you pick that side,
That's a lot of money in it.
oh, grifters. Let me tell you, these people are only here because they are receiving money from a certain demographic to push a certain narrative. And don't get me wrong. If you were in a situation to where you've never had money and you've never experienced, I don't blame anybody for
Get your pipe.
the come up. Let me tell you, I'm not one of those people. If it's all for the come up, I do not blame you for that, right? But in the same breath, if you already have money and this is not new to you, who are you cooning out for?
Trying to get bigger and better.
Nah, I don't. I can't respect that. I can't respect
They trying to enlarge their territory.
the prayer of Jabez. You would never. Let me tell you. If you are somebody that is already in the industry and you've never needed that additional, like me, we on a podcast that fucking 20 people watch, right? So you know, I can see. I would never, brother.
Hey, my brother.
Brother. Let me tell you, I would never fault you for saying, for getting your bag, right? Would I talk about you? Probably. But would I fault you? I can't. You know what I'm saying?
I respect it.
Like I can't fault anybody that has never seen those type of commas. Is it wrong? Yes. But at the same time, at the end of the day, am I trying to do better for my family? Am I trying to, progress my family forward? I can't fault you for doing that, right? But for somebody that is already in the industry, has already broken those barriers and is already acknowledged, for you to pander, you lost me. You lost me. I can't.
Gotta set up the next check.
I can't support
Make
you.
moves.
I can't support you. And those people, those are the people that cause. Okay, did you see who was it?
No.
Okay, so there was an interview. I forget who it was. It was a rapper. Damn, who was it? Recently. Anyways, they said that their definition of being a stitch, right?
Uh-huh.
And the definition was, if you subject me to something that I didn't agree to, I'm telling on you all day, right? So
That makes sense.
if me and you get in the car and I didn't know that you had drugs in the car, you didn't tell me you had the shit in the car. We get pulled over. The police say, "Oh, there's such and such in the car," and I say, "That shit ain't mine. That's that motherfucker's." I'm not a snitch.
You're a civilian.
I'm smart, motherfucker. You put me in a situation that you should have never
Yeah.
put me in because I wasn't a willing participant.
Yeah.
Now, on the flip side, if me and you decide that we're gonna rob a bank and we put in this plan together, we rob this bank, we get in the car, we drive the fuck off. I can't then say, oh, he robbed
the
that
bank.
motherfucker because I was a willing participant, right?
Yeah.
And that's how I look at shit. You can't be a snitch for some shit that you was not a willing participant in.
Makes sense.
Because let me tell you, you put me in a motherfucking predicament that I didn't sign up to be in. That's your shit.
I can't be mad at that.
That's your shit.
You're right.
Now, if I am a willing participant, then shit, we both might have to go down to this motherfucker. But you tell me that, oh, we get pulled over and it's a fucking 8-ball of fucking cocaine in the back, and I didn't, and I shout out to the sound effects, and I didn't participate in that shit. Oh, you going to jail today on your own,
Be like, all right.
on your fucking own, because that shit not mine. That's his. You got me fucked up. How do you
Call
feel?
your mama. Call your mama for you.
This shit.
Let her low.
Cause
She down there.
Cause I'm not going to jail, nor am I bailing you the fuck out. I'm not putting collateral up for your bail bondsman. How you feel about it?
That makes sense and stuff. I think that's how it's always been, but it just got kind of
Nah, cause some people call you a snitch.
Well, yeah, I think it's just got that way where you just involve everybody in your crimes. So if you witness something, then and you say something, then it's a snitch.
You gonna be by your motherfucking self.
But we grew up like that though, being a tattletale. Stop all that tattletelling. Stop all that snitching.
Let me tell you. Stop all that tattletelling if I was a willing participant. Let me say, if we did the crime together, yes, brother, I'm with you. But if you didn't include me on this crime and you decided to commit it, you're by yourself.
All right, your brother eats some fruit snacks.
Okay.
Your mom come in and say, "Who in here ate these fruit snacks?"
Shit, him. Him. Because if you didn't share them fruit snacks with me, you got me fucked up. You got me fucked. Him. Him downstairs. Him did it.
Well,
If,
shit.
if you didn't give me none of them fruit snacks and I didn't partake, mama, he getting ass whooping.
So y'all know, y'all hear it now.
Shit.
Don't do shit.
No. If I'm a willing participant,
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So don't do shit.
shit.
If Walt wasn't into planning,
If I didn't agree to this, I'm telling. I'm snitching. Your ass going to jail. You're fucking going to jail fucking with me. Because if I wasn't a willing participant, you got me fucked up.
I can understand. I can't hate that.
Shit,
can't
you got me
hate that
fucked
at
up.
all.
You're going to jail. Go ahead and get your bail ready. And I'm not gonna be the one bailing you out either. Because I gotta put up collateral.
So put 5 on my books.
Shit.
Get a sandwich.
You can get commissary, but as far as the bailout, you got me fucked up. You're by yourself.
Jail ain't fun.
I've never been, so.
It's not fun at all. It's very boring.
And let me tell you, I done seen the food that they make on the cart. The food ain't in the kitchen.
Mm-hmm.
They made them sandwiches on that cart, on that dirty ass cart. They don't go to jail. Okay?
Don't do it.
I'm letting you know now. Don't go to it's not a fun place. We got a whole bunch of shit that we didn't get to, but this our first story. This our first episode back. So you got what you got. We will go to the top, and really the top 3 don't even matter because we didn't even get into the main topic, but we'll still do the top 3. Fuck it. Because we
Forgot all
do
about
have
this shit.
shout out to what was her name on the show? Was it
It's Asia.
Okay, shout out to Asia. In her new endeavors in life, we're not gonna say what those new endeavors are. But we are proud of you. We love you, and we are happy for you for sure. And you are having a gathering soon. So our top three for the week is top 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 three things, top three items to bring to a gathering. Which we'll go one.
Deck of cards.
Deck of okay. When he says a deck of cards, he does not mean the cards that he does not mean that we about to play spades. You wanna elaborate?
That is the card I'm talking about.
You a fucking lie.
I'm dead serious.
Okay. All right, so a deck of cards.
Oh, you meant like oh okay. Well,
Fun cards.
Those cards too.
Okay. All right. Well, I mean, I'm gonna go with the obvious. The first thing that I'm bringing, if I'm going to an event, is going to be a bottle, whether it be whiskey, tequila, or wine. That's one thing I'm bringing to the gathering.
Okay. A charger.
A charger is insane
Because
because I'm gonna use up your electricity.
I'm charge my shit. Because most of the time I'm probably just gonna be in the corner anyway on my phone.
That's facts.
I'll be like, hey, you got
You
a charger? Nah, never mind. I got my own.
Number two, items that I'm bringing to a gathering. I'm gonna say a dish.
Okay.
Because I actually like to cook. So I'm going to probably bring a dish that I'm most proud of. And if you like it, you like it. And if you don't, fuck you.
Shit. Okay.
Number three.
Number three. Damn. I don't know.
You want me to go?
Yeah.
Before you get number three, I'm probably bringing a friend.
Okay.
Number one, if I know how you feel, like if I know that you are looking for a certain type of person or a certain person, then I'm gonna probably bring a friend that fits that aspect. Or if you already have a person, then I'm probably gonna bring a friend that I can kick it with just in case I get bored at this particular event.
Okay. Last thing I'm bringing is an exit strategy.
And if you know him, you know that is not a lie, because this motherfucker will disappear.
So, you see me 1 minute.
Now you see me.
I promise I speak too. You might not hear me when I speak, but I'd let
But
you know that I was gone.
he will not. He will not let you know when he's leaving. That is
I'm like, damn, where he's go?
gone. You literally did that to me like last week. I was like, "What the fuck did you go?" He was like, "I'm already on 20. I am gone."
No, thank you.
No, thank you.
Y'all have fun with it. But yeah, man, this was a good little training exercise.
It was. We have not. Shit. I didn't even really know if we had it still because we have not done it in a while. And I feel like we have been. I feel like episode 100 has been approaching us for so long. Now, I will say that when we hit episode 100, it will be alive. So we are at episode
Empanada?
Empanada. we are at episode number 97. So we got about 3 more episodes before we will hit alive. And when that episode comes, everybody is welcome because when we do episode 100, it will be live, and we will allow everybody who is anybody that follow us want to get up on the episode and just kind of kick it with us, we will put it out beforehand. So you got 3 more episodes before we get to that point.
2.
Yeah. But episode 97 has been, honestly, because it's been so long since we recorded, I was kind of skeptical about how this episode was gonna go. But I feel like
I think it's always like the catch up episodes.
It is.
Feel like we had this whole plan. Be like, okay, this is what we talk about.
Yeah, because we had a whole docket.
Goes out the window.
And that never happened. But I will say that the first episode back, I think that I've had fun on this episode for sure. So hopefully you've had fun watching or listening to us. Y'all know what it is. You can agree with us. You can disagree with us. You can do whatever the fuck you want to do.
Father, fuck you.
At the end of the day, this is our 2 cents on it.
I what?
This is our 2 cents. I've been drinking. This is our 2 cents on it. We'll hit y'all on episode number 98. Y'all have a good one. We'll see y'all next time.
All right.